And we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go to 6. Here we go. He's crossing. He's checking cracks.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Throwing again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Connor. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
To Connor on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He's tired of me.
Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
Like 20. Now you won.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Like 20. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
No spacing.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18.
Here we go. 30.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff launching one for... It got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him eyes, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Roethlisberger. Space to maneuver at the 40. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual play.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They were looking for Johnson that time. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Goff now to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Middle. Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On first down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. On first down, Connor. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical. There's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in. The red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. On 2nd down now. It's Henderson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm coming, baby. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Conner. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? Black 20. Check 41. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Cut. 180. Check. Walk 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught by Cup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go again with Collins. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Collins running it from the pistol. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Collins on the toss. And able to fight forward inside. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Quit talking about it. Hell, you won.
Goff. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions,
took dead aim and knocked it through.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season?
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some